is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Notre Dame's offense will have the first possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they
really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing naturally. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Finds him out of the backfield. On the move at the 30. He's loose. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Clemson's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. Oh, what a cut! They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Notre Dame right back to the line. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And it's incomplete on third down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Now the play fake. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass, it's Carr. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Young. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He'll pull it on the read. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Looking downfield. Got a wide open receiver. Turning it on. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, first and 10. Find some fresh air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Got his man. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Got a man, it's Gilbert. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff, it's Gibson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Here comes Clemson with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They're going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the Tigers in the hurry up. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality. The offensive line doing a great job. And the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Notre Dame has been early. You really can't afford an empty possession here. Got his man quickly. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Up-tempo for the offense. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake. There he goes. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Offense in the hurry up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. It'll be a draw. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Impey if they can stop him on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Irish send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Bennett. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's hooked.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Gibson. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. defense, I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
On the move from inside his 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He's got him. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Here's the pressure. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Snatches it on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
He's snuffed out behind the line again. Went right back to the well and got the same bad result. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. Unloads to the right. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So guys, we'll see this offense again. Scanning the field, it's Carr. A little screen to the running back. Got room on the return. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll try it over the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
Boys, just 90 miles separate Baylor and TCU. Let's find out how much they're separated on the scoreboard. TCU escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't set.
Makes a grab past the marker. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
High the change now on second and long. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking for room, it's Gibson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Wide out trying to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory. And a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And the pressure there caused the missed timing.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen him had a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. He breaks a tackle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Makes the grab down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And, oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. To the air, it's Carr. He's got the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. It's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Gibson. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's reeled in. It's hooked. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Big guy smells it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. They'll go to the fullback. Touchdown, Clemson! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Working on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Under fire. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out.
And he can't get it away. The sack, keeping this offense from taking the lead. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending